Hello, everyone. Marjorie Roman here, and welcome back to a special episode of Today for Franchisor Success. And we have our amazing mentor and coach, Dan Olsen. Thank you so much for coming today.
Well, it's a pleasure. And I wouldn't be here without so many wonderful coaches and mentors that I've had in my life. So I appreciate being called coach, but I think we all need those coaches in our life to get where we need to be.
And today's topic, given that we're having the holidays coming up, such as Thanksgiving, we are going to talk about gratitude. So first of all, why is gratitude one of the best qualities that a franchisee can have?
Well, we think about gratitude and having that attitude of gratitude. We've talked about that and how that can make a difference in how we succeed or not succeed in our business and in our lives. But one of the things that science has proven, and I've done quite a bit of research on this, and you go back and you look at the power of gratitude and many different studies that come out on this. When we have that attitude or that feel that gratitude within us, we're healthier, we're stronger, we're able to get to our goals even faster because we have that one quality that we're grateful. That gratefulness also allows us to develop other qualities, maybe like humility or even patience or kindness. And when we have that one solid central element or characteristic or quality of gratitude, it allows so many other things to develop in our lives and to grow in our lives so that we can become the person that we want to become just by having that part of gratitude. So science has shown that it helps. It helps on the emotional side. We see people with some of the studies that even have PTSD and things that are struggling with their lives, as they're able to more fully put that gratitude in their life, that thankfulness. It changes their mindset. It changes the way they look at things. It changes their perception. As we know, the way that we look at things, the way that we see things out in the world is everything. But as we take that gratitude within our hearts, it allows us to see things in a better light. It allows us to be more positive. It allows us to see the future in a more positive way and even have hope and even have the faith that we're going to be able to succeed in whatever we do. So we look at it from a personal basis, and it's tremendous. So how many times have we gone to our parents, for example, and when my children come to me and they say, "Thank you, Dad, for whatever." It might be something simple as taking them out and grabbing something to eat or a little drink or something with them, and they say, "Thank you."
Oh.
It just melts your heart. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about that? So when we do that in the business world and we express our thanks, and I don't think we can overdo it. I don't know. Marjorie, maybe you can tell me this. Do you think we can ever overdo the gratitude thing where we say thank you too much to someone?
Of course not.
Especially to a business owner or to a business situation where thank you for sending me that email, or someone sends you an email or text. Thank you for texting me that information. Thank you for doing that. What does that do for the person on the other side? But what does it do for us internally? It builds that gratitude so that we can have a better well-being. It affects our health. It affects our relationships. It affects the way we do business by being grateful. And so it doesn't have to be at this time of the year where we're starting to celebrate. It can be hopefully all the time that we have that attitude, and it will only help our business succeed. I mean, you think about the people you're attracted to. Are you attracted to people? Do you want to do business with people who are not grateful? Do you want to do business with people who never say thank you for sending that to me? Or there's thank you for acknowledging that. And thank you for recognizing me. Thank you for sending me that check. I mean, do we want to do business with people like that never say thank you? Or are we attracted to that type of person? Do we want to be around that person? And business, as we know, is all about relationships. We want to do business with people who we can relate with, people that we can be on the same page with, that have a lot of those same values that we have. And as we have that gratitude, it allows us to build those relationships even faster.
That's right. And I feel like it also changes the way that you start your day and the way that other people around you behave throughout the day. Even as a business owner, if you show that gratitude, all your team are actually going to see that. So taking this more into the business side of things, how have you seen gratitude helping you go further and faster in growing more your franchises?
Just that one aspect of gratitude, as I mentioned, develops so many other attributes in us. If we start thinking about gratitude, it helps us develop a mentality of abundance. You think about it. When we start to thank people and we are grateful to them for what they've done for us, what happens to the scarcity mentality in us? That scarcity mentality, thinking, oh, I'm poor, I don't have this, and I don't have this in my life. That scarcity mentality leaves when we have gratitude. Gratitude helps build that mentality that we do have something. And you know what? Every single one of us have things to be grateful for. We all have things to be grateful for. So why wouldn't we want to express that? The more that we express it, it helps us to have more of that abundance mentality, which helps us to succeed even bigger. And there's just something magical about that abundance mentality that gratitude brings.
And speaking about all of the things that you're grateful for, I know that being in the world of business and having the franchise system helping you grow those businesses, what are some of the things that you're grateful for as being a franchisee?
Well, in the world of business, there's a lot of things that we look at, but in the world of business more specifically, I'm very grateful for the relationships that I have in business. And sometimes the relationships don't work out the way we expect to, but we have so many more that we are attracted to that we want to be part of. And so I'm grateful, especially for those early on mentors that helped me get to where I needed to be in business. I'm thinking of coaches in athletics. Early on in my life, in high school and in college specifically, these coaches were my great mentors. They helped me see success. I'm grateful for them. And you know what? As I look back at that, I don't think I expressed my gratitude to them as much as I would like to. So maybe that's a little bit of a regret there. So always take the opportunity to express your gratitude. In fact, I think back of my career, and actually I volunteered to help be a high school track and field coach. And I've done that for years and years and years. But the athletes that express gratitude to me as a coach, sometimes they'd even write me thank you notes or whatever, those are the ones that seem to succeed more. There's just kind of that direct correlation with gratitude that you climb higher when you have that successful attitude of being grateful. So not only in athletics, but even in business, the gratitude is essential, I think, to succeed to the next highest level. So I'm grateful for those wonderful coaches, those wonderful people. But in the world of business, it's really all about doing business with other people, because those are the people we want to be around. Those are the people we want to have long-term relationships with. And guess what? Most of those are people who have gratitude or thankful to you for the things that you've done for them. Just the simple things. It might be a simple email, like I mentioned, or something simple that allows you to get to the next level. And I can't tell you how many times I've received emails or little messages and texts and things and little reminders and memes and all kinds of things on my phone that have lifted me for that day because someone's thinking about me and they're grateful for maybe what I've done for them, but it also helps lift me. So those are the types of people we love to be around and build those relationships. And you know what? Those relationships last forever. They're not just here. They go on and on and on.
That's right. And when you talk about all of those relationships, it's really cool that it comes down to like people from different backgrounds. Because to be honest, from what I'm hearing, like you've been meeting other franchisees within your area, within the same brands that you have been working with, but also the people that you had as your workers, your employees within your franchise business. They also were part of the network that you were able to build because of having your own business and the franchise system. And it's really cool because as an owner, you get to meet them. You get to understand what their goals are. And who knows, maybe that one employee that was one of your employees on your own business, maybe he ends up becoming your next franchise fella within the same brand. So now you always mention how franchise business allowed you to have more flexibility of time, especially with your family. And I know how grateful you are for that. Can you share us a little bit more on that?
I couldn't be more grateful for that. It's given my family unbelievable time together, memories that we've created together that we still talk about all the time. I mean, families have those types of memories, but I'm talking about things going to Hawaii or Costa Rica or you name it, different places that we've been able to go to together and create those memories that'll last forever. That's what franchising has done for my family and I. And those are priceless because of that freedom. Franchising allows us to have that freedom when we follow the system and we do the things that the franchisor has outlined for us. It gives us that opportunity to achieve things above and beyond what we ever have and give us the time so that we can be with our families and be with our loved ones and help build them up as well. You know, every one of my children and I have 5 children, they've worked with me in the franchise business over the years. I still have a couple of them that do work with me still at this point. And they've gone on to some of the other careers and their desires and their passions, and I'm grateful that they've been able to do that. But franchising has laid that base. It's taught them the principles of good, solid business, but also building relationships. And because of that, I think my children are more grateful people. Because a good franchisor will be grateful to their franchisees. And you think about it, the ones that I've seen more successful and have a better franchise system and better franchisees that are promoting the systems, that are champions to the systems and building that every chance they get, those franchisees are the ones that have received gratitude from the franchisor. And they're grateful for their contributions. They're grateful for how successful they've been in bringing in and following the marketing systems. They're grateful for having brought new employees. They're grateful for having brought new ideas to the franchise system. Those that learn to express that gratitude and that recognition have the highest level of franchisees. The franchisees' chances are successful are as much higher when they have that gratitude built in from the franchisor. So it starts at the top. And the more we express gratitude to those that we work with on business, it only elevates them higher to do better and to be more successful and to become the type of people that we want to work with.
That's right. And it also comes down to finding the right system for you. Because with the right system for your business, you're also going to find the right culture, the right mission that aligns with your goals and with your principles. So you both can have that attitude of gratitude of being in the same franchise brand together. Now, I know that also another of the benefits for having your own franchise business is to have more control over your finances. How have you seen franchises and the system itself helping you have more control over your investment as a business owner?
So franchise companies, if they're helping to do it right, or they're not just helping to grow a business, they're helping you with some of the internal aspects of that business, which means looking at your finances. Not everybody can be a good, solid, experienced accountant. And so franchise companies that help franchisees succeed will help them with their finances. Because when you balance your finances and you are able to put those funds that you receive to proper use, some of them need to be for research and development and for innovation, but also you want to make sure you're paying your employees, of course, and all the other expenses, but you want to make sure you keep some for yourself. One of the big things that we as business owners can tend to make a little bit of mistake on is not keeping enough for ourselves. We're always thinking about, okay, everybody else gets paid before me. When we have that mentality, Sure, we're grateful for what they do, but they're going to get paid for what they do. But we need to be grateful for ourselves. We need to think enough of ourselves that we set aside some money, some profit for ourselves, and set that aside even first, even if it's just a small amount, knowing that we deserve it and we earned it. And as we're grateful for that piece, it has a tendency to grow. And everybody else usually comes out as well. So think about yourself a little bit too. And we're grateful for other people and what they do for us. But we need to have a little bit more sometimes of thinking about ourselves and what we need to have in our lives when we're business owners, and making sure that we set aside enough of that profit to make sure we're happy. And when we do that, things seem to fall into place. And the gratitude just builds when we do that.
Exactly, because at that point, it's not that you're being selfish. It's just that you are looking to make sure that your business aligns with your goals and you achieving that goal that you have. Even if it's, I don't know, retiring by the time that you're 40-something. That's okay. That's your goal. You're not being selfish. You're working really hard, so you make sure that you reach it. So if you end up saving a little bit of those profits, that's just exactly what you need to do so you can accomplish what you really want. And it's interesting because I feel like in the case of franchises, it can sound a little bit like we're control freaks, but I don't think we are. It's just that we love having that control on how much our business can grow. And then again, it all depends on the person, I believe, because with the franchise, you can grow your business as big as you want or as little as you want, as long as it meets your goals. What are some of the other things that you are grateful for that you have been able to enjoy because of having a franchise business?
Well, once again, you think back and you look at the relationships that have been formed. That's always been number one. Grateful for those wonderful people that have supported the dreams and the visions and things that we put forward in that. But as I look back, and I have seen these businesses succeed. I've seen businesses turn into huge brands, billion-dollar brands that are wonderful to see that we had a part in that. And that's very, very satisfying. I'm grateful for that experience. But you know what? Sometimes we have to be grateful for the challenges we've had. Not everybody all the time is going to agree with you. And as you have any significant accomplishments in the business world, you're always going to have that target on your back. You're always going to have people that disagree with you and are not in alignment with you. In fact, will even complain about you and drag you down, maybe even put some harmful words about you on the internet or whatever. That's out there. But if you're doing a lot in the world of business and succeeding, I don't know of anybody at a high level in business that doesn't have that negativity accompany them. And so sometimes we need to sit back and think, all of a sudden we assess where we're at. Did I really do that? Did I really cause those harmful feelings? And assess that, but also be grateful for the challenges we have. Those challenges now make us into a better person. So don't disregard the mistakes we made. Don't disregard the challenges that come into our lives, because they are meant to be there to help us to become even a better person and to be stronger. So I think the last thing, and that's a little bit more negative on the negative side, but to be grateful for those challenges that have come and for the people that have put those forward in our lives, because there's a reason why they're there, and it's there to make us stronger and better and happier people. And as we deal with those challenges properly, and as I like to say to my track and field people, get over those hurdles as quick as you can. You recognize the hurdle in front of you, but pop over it quick. And I know, Marjorie, you've run races and things like that too. But so as you see those hurdles in front of you, get over them and get down running to get over the next one and the next one, finish the race strong, and you feel victorious. Even though you've gone all over those hurdles, it feels good to finish those races, even though we've had those challenges. And we're grateful for those because they only help us.
That's right. And it helped me remember one thing that my mom always mentioned to me. She always said, be grateful for having challenges and obstacles in your life, because challenges are God's way for you to use your own skills and to solving any problems that may happen. So it's an opportunity for you to use those values, those principles, those skills that you have within yourself so you can make a better world and a better environment for everyone that is around you. So don't be scared of those challenges and be grateful for them. Enjoy them. And in fact, celebrate them because those are the ones that are truly going to make your business grow as much as possible.
Yeah. So we're grateful for everything, right?
That's right.
There's really nothing we shouldn't be grateful for when we think about it. Everything helps us. Everything really can help us if we look at it the right way.
That's true. Thank you so much again for that, Dan. And thank you so much to our audience. And we want to wish you a super wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. And be grateful for everything, the good and the bad, because you can always have amazing things happening no matter what the times are. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.